today I'm just going to share 3 things that are extremely cheap to do that can change your entire home, and we're going to share scraping the popcorn ceiling experience. Why? Because it was ridiculously easy. Was it not?
I mean, ridiculously. I don't know if I'd say ridiculously.
Okay, it was very easy for something that makes such a huge difference.
Yes.
And it was cheap because we did it. He did it.
I would say it's very low effort to outcome.
Yes. Number 1. My number 1 would be to declutter. Declutter. It's free. It's really free, and it's one of the easiest, most freeing things that you can do in your home. Would you not agree? Because we've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Finding things, and we've made a lot of money. $400 easily, just from literally looking around the house for things you don't use anymore or whatever, and you just sell it. And yeah, I mean, you can't sell everything, but we've sold quite a few things.
Okay, if you have something that you don't want to get rid of, if you think about how much you can get for it if you sell it, but then also the space that it's occupying has value as well. So you're not only getting a little bit of cash for whatever you're getting rid of, but you're also getting a little bit of space back. I mean, that can add up. I mean, a whole drawer, you're paying for that drawer, whether it be in your mortgage or your rent or whatever. So if you free out a whole drawer, you might feel like you're losing the stuff that's in it, but you just gained a drawer.
And you also didn't use that stuff for like 3 years.
Yeah, so you may as well get rid of it.
Start in one room, if that's all you can do. Start in one room and just do one cupboard, one room, and then move to the next. It makes a massive difference for how freeing your home feels, how airy your home feels, how relaxing, for me anyway. Number 2, paint. Paint is not that expensive, especially if you're painting yourself, because labor can be expensive. Paint, very inexpensive to make a massive difference, and I love it. So we painted everything white. I like white. But every time I look around, I like it more and more and more. You don't have to paint everything white, but our house is small, and I love the brightness. I just love it a lot. I love the cleanliness of the white. Do you like the white?
Oh yeah. People will try to convince you not to get white because it's a little bit.
Do the white.
It's so it can be very stark. So all the paint places will try to talk you into like an off-white or a more beigey, but yeah, white's the way to go.
Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace is what we did. We did the ceiling in it after David scraped, but we did flat on the ceiling. Then we did satin, same color, Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace, all the doors, all the windowsills, all the walls, all the stuff, trim you call it in America, skirting boards where I come from. Yeah, we did it all in the same color, and I love it. I got Glidden, or PPG by Glidden, the 1 coat primer, whatever. It wasn't even that much more expensive than the one that you would do 2 coats. And yeah, we pretty much did 1 coat. And we were going from a beigey color, so it wasn't extremely dark, but it did really well. Number 3, with the ceilings. What did we need? First of all, what did we need?
Water and vinegar in a spray bottle, one that you can pump.
And it only cost $15. Oh, you need a mask.
Yeah, I used that later.
Goggles and
eye protection, a mud knife, a metal high quality mud knife, a SHOPVAC, plastic, painter's tape. Oh, a sander. We didn't say a sander.
Oh yeah, that was also $10 for
a drywall sander.
Yeah. With a 120 grit paper, I think it is.
Some
plastering
drywall
mud stuff. And then paint.
Yeah, and paint and rollers.
That's it. Incredible difference like you won't believe. Okay, let's talk about the process.
So we
ours was painted.
Spray the ceilings, let it sit for a couple of minutes. I let it sit for about 15 minutes and then did another quick spray before we started scraping. Then laid plastic everywhere. Make sure to tape. What we did is we taped from the wall, from one wall all the way down on the
as
floor
high
to the
as you
wall.
can, because you kind of want to. The scraping isn't extremely dusty, especially because we use the SHOPVAC, but the sanding afterwards is going to be a mess.
So you tape the plastic to the wall, make sure to cover the carpet, get into all the creases, you basically want to imagine that nothing would be able to touch your carpet.
Especially, and water, so you want to make sure like the vents.
Yeah, cover any vents, outlets.
Yeah.
So really you want to tape all 4 walls that you're going to be doing. We did one room at a time, so for rooms that aren't divided by walls, we would put a wall of plastic to separate that room for the rest of the house. So you basically have 4 walls of plastic on all sides that nothing can get in or out of. Then you take your mud knife. We taped it to the end of a SHOPVAC extension.
Just like, kind of like that, right?
Right.
Just use the painter's tape, stuck it on, boom.
And our SHOPVAC that we used had the attachment that's like a 6-inch.
Kind of looks like a dustpan, upside down.
So the theory is that as the popcorn scrapes off, it gets sucked into the SHOPVAC.
I mean, how much did it get? Like 80%?
Yeah.
Easily. But you have to empty it all the time. At least once per room, maybe twice if it's a bigger room, or more.
So then I would just spray the ceilings as I went to try to minimize the dust and also have the warm water help you get the mud loosened up. And then just start.
It just comes right off. I'll play that footage.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's very satisfying even thinking about watching it.
After you scrape it all off,
you first did some...
Good idea to sand it all down, because you'll find that where they combine sheets of drywall,
some of it has
seams,
a little rough,
So when you paint over it, those seams will show unless you kind of sand that down. Or there's other little holes, or there's hooks that we took out of our ceiling, so patched all those and then took the plastic away and painted.
Some people, probably professionals, would do the whole ceiling with that plaster mud. We did not. It would take too long.
And a lot of mud.
And a lot of time and effort and upper arm strength. I didn't do any of this. This was all David. I only helped with the paint. You get rid of all the plastic. Then we just bought a very large painter's cloth. Drop cloth. And then did the edging and painted the ceiling. How long did it take? Okay, that's difficult to say. But how long? This is 933 square foot house. We did every single room except the kitchen and and we have a very small bathroom because that was already smooth. But we did paint. We still painted. We just didn't have to scrape. But everywhere else probably took, including area ceiling, which is at an extreme angle, which was the most difficult thing for David to do. It was very hard. Ladders but it was a height, not necessarily the scraping. To paint, to scrape everything, to paint all the ceilings, to paint all the interior as well, took 2 weekends, and it was totally worth it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you just gaze up and it's like,
Well, it makes the ceilings look taller.
Oh, it does, instantly.
It makes the whole house brighter with it being
white. So that would be, I would say, any tips or things to change.
And how much, if you have a professional do it, does it cost?
Oh my word. How much per square foot?
I think
like
we figured for our
$3
house
or
it would have been
something?
like $4,000 to $6,000 to scrape and paint.
Paint and stuff. Yeah, it did not cost that much to buy material. The most expensive thing was the paint. To paint the full interior as well as the ceilings. Also, because the ceiling now is pretty bare, it like sucks up a lot of paint. I think you can get some kind of a pre-primer or something, which we didn't do. We just used the one and all primer paint stuff, which worked, but it used a lot of paint.
Well, we also didn't put mud on there.
Yeah, it's because we didn't prepare the whole ceiling with the plaster or mud. That would probably be why. Anyway, a few easy ways to really transform your home. That doesn't even cost that much money, and it makes a world of a difference. We are not DIY people, meaning we are not at all, like some people kind of work in construction, or they grew up doing a lot of these kinds of things.
Or they have a lot of time at home.
Yeah, this was a brand new thing. So it felt a little scary, I would say, to think, oh my word, what if something goes horribly wrong, or what if this is a terrible idea? It wasn't. It was a wonderful idea. So this encouragement, if you're a very unprofessional DIYer, such as ourselves, it worked out brilliantly, totally worth it. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope this is helpful if you're looking to do some home things yourselves, or if you're really just looking to transform your home and you don't want to spend that much money. These are really helpful things. So thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Oh man, that's a wrap. Ah, again? That's a wrap. Oh.
Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today,
You should stand in front of me like that. Hold on.
everyone, and
Because now I'm
welcome.
out of focus and you're in focus because your face is like forward and mine's back. Let's see if I can intercept your face. No. Oh, got it.
Yes. What was my point?
No idea.
I talk a lot and then I put in what's important. What are you doing? Stop it. Not gonna fit. Okay, you're breaking that.
Just a couple pregnant souls.
Okay, David. You joke.
Let's make our bellies kiss.
Mine is not even that big. Declutter.
It's a boy.